Like and subscribe right now, or this spider will crawl on your face when you're sleeping. While scientists estimate that there are around 40 species of whales in the ocean, this figure could be more because only 10% of the waters globally have been explored. This video features whales you won't believe exist. Number 1. Fin whales. The fin whale is the second largest whale species on the planet. They're found across the world's oceans. They have sleek, stream-like bodies with V-shaped heads. Their black or dark brownish-gray coloration on the back distinguishes them from other whale species. These fast swimmers are found in groups of 2 to 7 individuals. They feed on mink whales, Atlantic white-sided dolphins, and humpback whales. During summer, they feed on krill, squid, herring, or capelin by leaving their mouth open and gulping large amounts of water and food. Number 2. Mink whale. Mink whales are members of the baleen whale family and the smallest of the rorquals. They measure up to 35 feet long and weigh almost 20,000 pounds. Females are slightly larger than males, but both species have black to gray-brownish bodies with a pale chevron on their back. They're often seen individually or in a group of 2 or 3. They feed side by side, lunging into schools of prey and gulping large amounts of water. They create sounds like grunting, clicking, thumping, and pulse straining. When they're about 23 feet long, they reach sexual maturity. Number 3. Brideswell. Brideswells are dark gray with creamy bellies. They have sleek bodies like the sei whale. Their head and eyes are larger, and their dorsal fin is positioned far down their back. They prefer to feed alone, except for mothers and their calves that feed together. This whale species is often found beaching outside the water and diving to depths of 300 meters. Inshore groups prefer to feed on sardines, mackerel, anchovies, and herring, while offshore groups feed on octopus, squid, cuttlefish, etc. While much is unknown about their mating pattern, they're similar to other cetaceans. Number 4. Gray whale. Gray whales have a hump and ridge on their backs rather than a dorsal fin. They filter food from the water into their mouth and stay close to the shore to feed in shallow water. These species earn the nickname devilfish because they're notorious for attacking boats. This animal's larger than most whale species, at about 49 feet long, and weighs 90,000 pounds. Their pectoral fins are broad and pointed at the tip. They're often found traveling alone or in small groups. Gray whales are seafloor bottom feeders that consume a wide range of invertebrates. Number 5. Sei whale. Sei whales live in temperate subtropical and tropical regions worldwide. They have a long, sleek body with bluish-gray or black colors and a creamy underside. Their skin is often covered with oval-shaped scars and discolored spots. These whale species move alone or in small groups of up to 5 animals. They're fast swimmers, capable of moving at 35 miles per hour. An average sei whale eats around 2,000 pounds of food daily and dives into the water to feed on cephalopods and small schooling fish. Number 6. Humpback whale. The humpback whales are found in oceans across the world. They've got dark backs, light bellies, and a small hump in front of their dorsal fins. They're known for their magical songs and migratory ability to travel great distances. It's believed that this species sings to communicate and attract potential mates. These whales are found near coastlines feeding on small fish, krill, and plankton. They use their massive tail fins to propel themselves through the water. Number 7. Bowhead whale. Bowhead whales are among the few species living in the Arctic and subarctic waters. Of all the whale species, they're the only ones adapted to icy waters. Bowheads have hard bodies with white chins and no dorsal fins. Their bow-shaped skull is over 16 feet long and constitutes 1/3 of their body length. This large, thick skull also allows them to break into thick ice. Since they're baleen whales, they filter their food by straining huge volumes of water through their baleen plates. Number 8. Right whale. Although right whales make it to this list, they're one of the world's most endangered whale species. They've black bodies with no dorsal fins. Their pectoral flippers are short, broad, and paddle-shaped. Their heads have patches that appear white due to the lice. Right whales feed by opening their mouth and swimming slowly through large patches of zooplankton and copepods. They communicate with their peers through groans, pulses, and moans. They migrate seasonally in the spring, summer, and fall. Number 9. Sperm Whale. Sperm whales have the largest brain of any creature on the planet. Their head holds a large quantity of spermaceti, but scientists don't understand the function of the fluid. The species consumes thousands of squid and fish daily and are often spotted in groups of 15 to 20 animals. Female calves remain in tropical and subtropical waters all year long, while males migrate towards the equator to breed. These whales can cruise the oceans at 23 miles per hour. Number 10. Blue whales. Blue whales are the largest animals on Earth. They measure up to 100 feet long and weigh up to 200 tons. Despite this enormous size, they feed on shrimp-like creatures like krill. Adult blue whales can consume up to 4 tons of krill daily. They feed by gulping lots of water and expanding the pleated skin on their throat and belly to accommodate it. Their tongue forces the water out through the baleen plates and retains thousands of krill inside the mouth. Number 11. Killer whale. Killer whales are the largest dolphins on the planet and one of the world's most powerful predators. Each pod of orcas has a distinctive noise that every member recognizes from a distance. While they're often seen in coastal waters, they can be found from the polar regions to the equator. They are top predators that feed on penguins, sea lions, seals, fish, and other whale species. These species hunt in deadly groups of up to 40 animals. This pod uses an effective hunting style similar to the behavior of a pack of wolves. Number 12. Whale shark. Whale sharks are the largest fish in the sea, measuring up to 40 feet or more. Fortunately for humans, their favorite food is plankton. They scoop this meal with tiny fish into their mouths while swimming near the water's surface. This creature is identified by its flat head and blunt snout above its mouth. The backsides are gray to brown with white spots. The whale shark is found across all tropical seas. They're also famous for migrating to the continental shelf of the central west coast of Australia. Number 13. Bottlenose Whale. The bottlenose whale is the largest member of the beaked whale family in the northern Atlantic Ocean. They prefer cold, deep, temperate, or subarctic ocean waters. Since they used to be heavily hunted, their carcass is readily available for scientists to study. Adults reach lengths of up to 37 feet and weigh nearly 16,534 pounds. They boast a robust body with triangular hooked dorsal fins located down 2/3 of their back. Adult males have small conical teeth shaped upwards, which are visible on the tip of the lower jaw. While they move in small groups, they have also been found in large groups of up to 50 animals. Number 14. Beaked whale. Beaked whales are medium-sized toothed whales with extended snouts. Little is known about this family of whales, but in 1995, researchers revealed more details after finding their skeletal remains. Aside from their snout, they've 2 throat grooves under their chin and a dorsal fin on the rear of their body. Males are often scarred more than females due to frequent fights. As with other whales, their stomach is complex and has 14 compartments. While they lack the first compartment, their connecting chambers contain up to 10 subcompartments and are more complex than the other cetaceans. Number 15. Beluga Whale. Also called white whales, beluga whales are easily distinguishable from other whales. Calves are born gray and brown and begin to fade when they're sexually mature. Belugas live together in small groups called pods. They're efficient communicators that employ clanging, whistling, and clicking to reach out to their mates. Arctic belugas migrate southward in large herds when the sea freezes. The ones trapped in Arctic ice die and become prey for killer whales, polar bears, and Arctic people. Belugas feed on fish, worms, and crustaceans. Number 16. Blue whale beached. Philippine shores are notorious spots for beach whales. The May 2017 sighting of a beached blue whale changed the game. As people gathered to examine the animal, they realized it was filled with plastic. The animal died from consuming lots of plastic. This sad event raised more awareness of the dangers of plastic pollution in the country. Years after this, things haven't changed much. Number 17. Southern right whale. The southern right whale has a sturdy black body, large head and white belly with chin patches. They don't have dorsal fins, but have wide paddle-shaped flippers. They measure between 43 and 56 feet and weigh up to 176,000 pounds. These whales feed during austral summer in high-latitude feeding grounds in the Southern Ocean, where they use their baleen to gulp krill and copepods from the water. Their lifespan is unknown, but could be similar to northern Pacific and northern Atlantic right whales that live up to 70 years. Number 18. Rizzos Dolphin. Rizzos dolphins are medium-sized toothed whales that grow up to 13 feet long. Adults have gray bodies that are heavily scarred. Rizzos are found in the Red and Mediterranean seas. They live at depths varying 4,000 to 1,000 meters below the water. Like all marine mammals, they're protected by the Marine Mammal Protection Act. Number 19. Omora Well. The Omora whale is a small baleen whale. Like fin whales, they have a white left and dark right gape. These species are found in the Indo-Pacific and Atlantic Oceans. They don't migrate and live in warm tropical and temperate seas. Instead, they spend most of their time in shallow waters and rarely move to deep waters. Little is known about their behavior, but they travel alone or in pairs of 12. They sing as they swim, and the melodies have overlapping choruses. Number 20. Longfinned pilot whale. Longfinned pilot whales are social animals living in large schools of hundreds of animals separated into pods of 10 to 20 individuals. This structure made them an easy target for whalers in the 19th and 20th centuries. They've got a squarish forehead called melon that varies with sex and age. At the water's surface, they display behaviors like raising their heads above the water and splashing them against the surface. They also dive at depths of up to 2,000 feet for 16 minutes to feed on fish, cephalopods, and crustaceans. Until next time, adios.